As a law student living in New York City less than 10 years ago, Dan Gisbond had to watch his spending. Every March, he would ask for one birthday gift, a book of tickets to the Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden. Going to the Garden became an annual tradition for Gisbond. He would wear the same attire: jeans, sneakers, a hand-decorated Syracuse t-shirt, watch the games with the same friends and family, and attend the same post-game bars. "It's tied to family for me," Gisbond said of the Big East tournament. "That's something I'm going to miss dearly." "You're never going to replicate what the Big East had?" Much has been made in the last week as coaches and players waxed nostalgic about the last traditional Big East men's basketball tournament, which was to culminate Saturday. But for the many fans who made attending the event a yearly pilgrimage, losing the tournament has been roughly tantamount to not celebrating the holiday or saying goodbye to a longtime friend. Many Syracuse, Pittsburgh, Notre Dame and Louisville fans are not exactly excited about traveling to Greensboro, Tennessee, where their teams will play in the Atlantic Coast Conference Tournament, or Chicago, the new Big Ten tournament home for Rutgers. For fans, letting go is hard to do. The Big East tournament was played at Madison Square Garden for 31 straight years. It is a destination spot, like a spring break for the basketball soul. Bill Asiman, 58, of Fairport, NY, attended every Big East tournament since 1980. "We started going as single guys, then our wives came, now I'm going with my daughter," he said. "It's been quite a journey." Madison Square Garden is expected to remain a host to a postseason tournament every year. The new Big East, made up of 7 of its original Catholic University members, is positioned to be its next occupant. But the longtime anchors, universities with some of the largest annual fan contingents, like Connecticut, Syracuse and Notre Dame, will have moved on, scattering their supporters elsewhere. For many, the Big East tournament experience will not be the same. "The camaraderie and tradition is more important than the basketball," said Will Motischwiller, who has attended the tournament for 13 straight seasons. "It's something to look forward to every year." Fans have long circled the mid-March week of the tournament on their calendars with anticipation, and over time, memorable routines have formed. During one Big East tournament, Asiman and his wife wandered into a restaurant in Chinatown. That restaurant then became part of their annual itinerary. Soon couples joined them, and the group grew to almost 30 people. The servers knew them by name. Once inside the Garden, Asiman said, "The electricity was unmatched. I've been to 2 Final Fours also, this atmosphere is better," Asiman said. "The Final Four has a lot of people, and they don't give too many tickets to the participating teams. Everybody is involved one way or the other, either they're rooting for somebody or they're rooting against somebody." Mike Mountford, 57, flew to New York from Arizona for the tournament this year and to visit with his son, Thornton, and friends from his Notre Dame class of 1977. He has been making the reunion trip since 2006. "The number one reason I started coming and continue to come is to get together with family," Mountford said, adding, "and the basketball is great, too." In 2009, Gisbond procured a ticket from his sister to the Syracuse, Connecticut game that the Orange won in 6 overtimes, 127-117. The seat was in a box suite, where some fans dressed in suits became tipsier as one overtime flipped to the next. "By the end of the 6th overtime, I'm chest bumping these guys," Gisbond said. "It might be my favorite memory since I moved to New York and will probably stay that way." He kept the ticket stub from that game. For 28 years, Asiman attended the tournament with his best friend, Paul Sampson, who died of cancer 3 years ago. Photographs of the two of them at Madison Square Garden were placed around the coffin at the funeral. "It's sad and somber and depressing, frankly," Asiman said of no longer attending the event. The Big East tournament, as fans long knew it, is now gone, leaving a void in March for many who attended the event, but for more than the basketball. "A couple of times I've thought, am I going to stay here, or am I going to stay at a different hotel?" Mountford said, referring to next year. "And then I think, oh, wait, there is no next year."